Ferrari at breakfast on LBC.
With Hampton by Hilton. Check in at your hotel with the Hilton Honours app.
8:36 or 24 minutes to Boris Johnson, whichever way you want to look at it. Is your passport sexist, or your new passport anyway? The Immigration Minister, he looks like a milk monitor to me more anyway. Immigration Minister James Brokenshire unveiled the new UK passports designed to celebrate arts and culture over 500 years. However, in its 34 pages, it features just 2 women. There are watermarks of William Shakespeare on each page. You also see John Constable, the architect Giles Gilbert Scott, the mathematician and father of the computer Charles Babbage. The only 2 women are architect Elizabeth Scott and mathematician Ada Lovelace, who worked with Babbage. Does it matter? Well, for a number of MPs, it does, yes. Emily Thornberry is one of them. She's Labour MP for Islington South and Finsbury, Shadow Minister for Work and Pensions. And you tweeted yesterday, Emily Thornberry, "Here we go again." What did you mean by that? Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Well, we had all this with the banknotes, didn't we? We were going to have just all men on the banknotes, and so there was a big campaign, and we've been given 1 woman on the banknotes. And you'd think that people would learn from this sort of campaign that women really are getting fed up with this, and we would like to be represented on these sorts of things. So there's been a big campaign about banknotes, and then, here we go again. We've got the passport. I mean, when I first saw the passport, I thought it looked really cool, and I was looking at it, and then I just thought, well, where are the women? There's just 2 women and 7 men. Are there no women? Have women not achieved anything in arts and culture?
Who's missing? Who should be there, then? I think it's difficult to argue with someone such as Shakespeare, surely.
Yeah, absolutely. How about George Eliot, Mary Wollstonecraft, Virginia Woolf, Elizabeth Garrett Anderson, Edith Nesbit, Beatrice Potter, Agatha Christie? What about Vera Lynn? How about Nancy Mitford, Julie Andrews, Lillian Bayliss?
There's no shortage, then. Do you think it should be... I think we're dealing with 9, so it's difficult, but do you think it should be 5 and 4, or whatever it might be, as close a split as you can?
Well, I don't want to be prescriptive, but I just want to remind people that we hold up half the sky. These passports are going to be held by men and women, and it's supposed to be a little bit of Britain. Well, we're there too, and we do exist. And really, this is the 21st century.
I've never doubted your existence, Emily. Thank you for coming on the show. Emily Thornberry, Labour MP for Islington South and Finsbury, Shadow Minister for Work and Pensions. 8:39. Listening to that, Mike Buchanan, founder of Justice for Men and Boys. I must just ask you then, is there no justice for men and boys, Mr Buchanan?
I'm sorry, Nick, I missed that last bit.
Well, do men and boys not enjoy justice currently then, looking at your organisation's title?
No, they don't. We have in our election manifesto 20 areas where the state assaults the human rights of men and boys, and there are none where the state assaults the human rights of women and girls specifically. And it starts early with male circumcision, which is illegal, but the police never bring prosecutions, and will be protecting...
Male circumcision is illegal?
Yes, it is, unquestionably. It's not specifically illegal.
Well, no, it's not illegal.
But it does... No.
Anyway, we're going into another area. All right, so I understand what your organisation is about, and I'm grateful for that. Surely when my other contributor says, we need a few more women, 7v2 is not particularly fair, she's right, isn't she?
No, she's talking nonsense. She's just won our Whiny Feminist of the Month award on the basis of this particular moan. What is exasperating, to use a term that Ms Thornberry used yesterday, is that a feminist-appeasing Conservative government decided that Elizabeth Scott merits inclusion on the passport rather than, say, Sir Christopher Wren, and Ada Lovelace merits inclusion rather than, say, Alan Turing. These women would not have been among the top 1,000 contenders for inclusion on this passport.
But women will carry these passports. As Emily Thornberry said, they do represent half the population. Surely they should be represented, therefore, as regards these pages of the passport.
Well, if there are women with the merit to be in those, among those top 9...
Well, Beatrix Potter?
There aren't. I'm sorry?
Beatrix Potter?
Beatrix Potter? Are you serious?
Phenomenally popular. Agatha Christie?
Beatrix Potter ahead of, let's say, Charles Dickens?
No, but I don't see why we can't have a couple more women and even up the balance a bit.
Well, because it's just sexist. It's pretending that women, have contributed as much in these areas in the last 500 years as men. It is just pathetic.
Surely you could have had one of the Bronte sisters. That wouldn't have hurt, would it?
You're kidding me. We would never have heard of the Bronte sisters. If they'd been the Bronte brothers, we'd never have heard of them.
Thank you for that. Mike Buchanan is founder of Justice for Men and Boys.